Hi, Michelle here with Straw-Bearie.com. I'm a teacher, I'm a crafter, and I'm a DIYer. And today I'm teaming up with a bunch of other people to bring you a blog hop with tailor-made cards for you. Check out all the other videos in the playlist. And if you're new, welcome. Today I'm going to be making 2 home decor items that are super inexpensive dollar store items. And a bonus, I'm also making a card.
I'm using the tailor-made Cards for You Down on the Farm digital kit. And so I have all my papers there, and now I'm taking a food can. So it's actually spaghetti sauce, and I am wrapping some burlap ribbon that I got from the Dollar Tree and some orange ribbon that I had in my staff just around the middle of the can. Just a nice little rustic look that we're going to turn into a cool vase or flower holder. Next, I'm going to take the cute pumpkin seed packet and cut it out, and then I'm going to score on the lines, fold it together, and glue it together so it looks like a seed of pumpkins. And I'm going to glue it on to my jar or my can. And now I have a really inexpensive but super farmhouse chic little vase to put fall leaves in or other decorations. Next, I am making a wall hanging. So I found this wood plaque at Dollar Tree, and I'm just mixing some glue and water on it, and I'm taking one of the printouts. Now I printed this one on just regular paper. Some of them I did on cardstock, some I did on paper, depending on what I was going to use them for, how thick I wanted it. Then I'm ripping it off around the edges. I wanted kind of a ripped rustic look. Putting some more of the glue on the top. You could definitely use Mod Podge. This is kind of my poor man's Mod Podge. And I'm taking the seed packet again for the pumpkin seeds, but this time just cutting out the center, and I'm going to Mod Podge that on as well with my homemade Mod Podge and let that dry. Then I'm going to go back and ink around all of the edges. I'm using Distress Oxide Vintage Photo for this, just to give it a little bit of a worn look and also to tint the wood brown instead of using a wood stain on it. I used my Sure Cuts A Lot software to create the words pumpkin spice and everything nice, and I printed it out on my brother's Scan and Cut and then attached that to the front. And now I'm taking a ribbon that I had in my stash. It's blue with some white polka dots on it, and just replacing the original rope with this cute blue ribbon. I wanted to glitz it up a little bit, so I'm using my Wink Stella pen, just going down the pumpkin on kind of the groove lines and just adding a little bit of shimmer there on that pumpkin. Then I realized that the edges looked kind of funny, so I decided to go around the edge with my big brush marker in just a blue color so that you can see it just a little bit from the top, but also so that it covers up the sides, because I thought the sides would look funny when it was hanging on the wall if I didn't do something to them. I still wanted something else, just seemed like it needed something else. It was a little plain. So I added a couple of fall leaves, just hot glued them to the back, and then I found this like sugared pumpkin that I have had for years and years and glued that to the front and made the sign more three-dimensional, and I think it turned out adorable. I had a lot of fun making the home decor, but I also wanted to make a card. So the first thing I'm doing is taking a sheet of 8.5 by 11 paper that's in a tan color and cutting it in half so it can be my card base. And then I'm taking the green plaid paper that I found in the kit, and I'm going to cut the white edges off and then cut myself a piece just smaller than my card to be my background. This is going to be a very simple card that anyone can do with very limited supplies. So I'm just going to adhere my green plaid gingham piece onto my card base. I'm going to get the piece of paper that is a journaling page with a sunflower on it, and I'm going to cut the section with the sunflower out just in a rectangle. I wasn't measuring precisely, I was just kind of eyeballing it, and then I put it on top of the green plaid to see how it looked, and then I took off more and cut more as needed um, until I thought that it would look good on top of the other one. I want to remind everyone that this video is part of a hop, and we do have a prize, a $25 gift code to tailor-made cards for you. So don't miss out on that, and make sure you watch all of the other videos in the playlist. I am inking the edges of the piece with the sunflower on it with Distress Oxide in Vintage Photo, going around all of the edges because it had already a page type look to it and one side was darker than the others, and I think that this just helped even it out just a little bit better. Now I'm going to take some of that same burlap that I used on the can that became a vase in my home decor items, and I'm just kind of figuring out which way that I want it. I'm going to cut that out and glue it on, and since I already have my hot glue gun out, I'm just going to use my hot glue gun for this. Now I'm looking through my vintage buttons and finding a few buttons that I think would add just that extra little special touch to make this card complete, and I'm going to hot glue those on. And that's it for this card. Super simple. You could add a greeting to the front or one to the inside for any occasion that you want. This was a super simple card to put together, but I think it turned out adorable.
Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you are from one of the other channels, please hit that subscribe button. And everyone, have a fantastic, wonderful day. Toodles!